Dear Mom, You Are Ruining My Life by Jean Van Leewen. Chapter 1, read by Н.Бизова, Троєщина Gymnasium, Kyiv, Ukraine, 2021. Chapter 1, Part 4. Listen and then do the task. What is Sam afraid of? Why does the bathroom feel like an operating room? Does Sam choose her mom or dad to pull her tooth out? Why? What is Sam's favorite toy? Why do you think so? What is special about Tooth Fairy's letter? Her mother sighed and put down her newspaper. Sam and her rabbits sat in the other chair. Well, she said, I think I want it out before I go to school. But what if it isn't ready to come out? What if it won't stop bleeding? I might die from loss of blood. Her mother smiled. One little tooth isn't going to cause massive bleeding. You'll wash out your mouth, and that will be it. Sam wasn't completely convinced. Parents had a way of making terrible things sound like nothing at all. Just a tiny teaspoon of medicine. It can't taste bad. It's pink. Just a few mushrooms in the sauce. You won't even know they are there. Sam would always know when a mushroom was there. But what if you try to pull it and it won't come out? Sam asked. Open your mouth, said her mother. Sam did. Wiggle it. Sam poked the tooth with her tongue. It's ready. Sam's stomach turned inside out. Don't worry, Sam. Her mother smiled encouragingly. That tooth is waving in the breeze. All we have to do is reach in and yank it out. Sam wished she hadn't used that word, but she followed her mother down the hall to the bathroom, clutching Sally, her favorite rabbit. Sam's mother turned on the bright fluorescent light. She arranged Sam on a stool. The bathroom began to feel like an operating room. Is this the tooth? Her mother asked. Don't touch it. Her mother jumped back as if she'd been burned. Why? I'm not ready yet. Sam's mother rolled her eyes at the ceiling. I was sitting in my room having a nice read, under the impressions that I'd gotten through another day. Why me? Why not your father? He does excellent tooth fairy work. I'm sure he could handle an extraction equally efficiently. I'm afraid he might be too efficient, Sam said. Oh yes, the mustache twirling, not exactly a confidence builder, I guess. You are more patient and kind. Her mother smiled. Well, I think I am more patient and kind earlier in the day, but I'll try. I'll tell you what, you let me know when you are ready. Then we'll do it very fast. Sam took a deep breath. For the last time, she touched the loose tooth with her tongue. In a minute, it would be gone. Ready. The hand with the tissue approached. Sam squeezed Sally hard. That reminded her of something. Wait, what is it? Her mother looked as if being patient and kind was getting to be hard work. If I die, give all my animals to Katie, except Sally. I want her buried with me. Oh, and tell Mr. O'Malley I'm sorry I couldn't be on the soccer team. Her mother nodded. And don't give Bradley any of my things. Got it, said her mother grimly. Okay, said Sam, I'm ready. The hand reached into her mouth. She felt it grasp the tooth. The tissue draped over her tongue like a soggy blanket, choking her. Stop! Wait! Not ready! Sam was yelling inside her head, but it was too late. Well, what do you know? Her mother seemed surprised. She held out a crumpled tissue. In the middle of it, small, white, and harmless looking, lay Sam's tooth. Sam hadn't felt a thing, but there was a hole in her mouth as big as the Grand Canyon, and she tasted blood. Is it bleeding? She asked. Not too profusely, her mother said. Sam rinsed out her mouth. Bright red blood spattered the sides of the sink, revolting. She rinsed again, more blood, disgusting. Sam rinsed 7 more times. Finally, the water she spit into the sink wasn't pink. That wasn't so bad, was it? Her mother asked. Sam thought she was probably about to faint from loss of blood. It was terrible, she said. Well, anyway, that's 1 molar down, 2 to go. Or is it 3? Actually, said Sam, I think the school nurse said there are 8. 8, repeated her mother. I see. And do you expect to have a nervous breakdown each time? Probably, said Sam. Oh, said her mother. Excuse me, I think I'll go lie down. Suddenly, I'm feeling rather tired. She handed Sam a tiny package of folded tissue. Here you are, all ready for delivery to the Tooth Fairy. Dear Miss Slayton, we are at Tooth Fairy Enterprises have rarely seen such a fine specimen of molar as the one found beneath your pillow this evening. In consideration of this fact and of your courage in the face of extraction, we are pleased to pay you on a one-time only basis at a rate of 50% higher than the usual fee. Your faithful servant, Tooth Fairy. So do the task. What is Sam afraid of? Why does the bathroom feel like an operating room? Does Sam choose her mom or dad to pull her tooth out? Why? What is Sam's favorite toy? Why do you think so? What is special about Tooth Fairy's letter?